G'day everyone! So yesterday we got our first trailer for Transformers 1, the first animated Transformers movie since 1986. Let's talk about it. Transformers 1 starts a new universe for Transformers that tells the origins of Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee, and Elita 1, along with presumably the Great War. Like how the Michael Bay movies drew heavy inspiration from prior Transformers stories, in particular the G1 cartoon, one is heavily based on the two-parter War Dawn, with concepts from Season 3's opening miniseries, The Five Faces of Darkness, along with IDW's Megatron Origin. Since its showing yesterday, one has garnered a controversial reception. One side sees it as something new for the kids, and the other side sees it as too childish and immature. As with all of these things, nuance is dead. Press F for nuance. But before we get any further, if you like today's video, be sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out a lot. This entire discussion has to do with the characterization and dialogue, not the plot. While the plot is a very stereotypical superhero movie, it does have its roots in Transformers lore. As with Five Faces of Darkness, transformation is not an innate ability of Cybertronians. Everyone used to be Action Masters, or Red if you want something more contemporary. Having to learn how to transform and doing it poorly has its roots in beast machines. As said, the plot of Orion Pax becoming Optimus is War Dawn. The minor stuff is IDW. None of this is really new, but this mixture of it is, and I really don't mind that at all. Truth be told, if I were doing a Transformers series, I'd do the exact same thing, mixing established lore to make something new. And it's not like Transformers hasn't been doing this since animated. The issue with Transformers 1, from what I've seen anyway, is that the characters don't act like they should. The tone doesn't suit it, and the mixture of both is off-putting. It doesn't feel like Transformers. It feels like Guardians of the Galaxy, or something more along those lines. It appears to be a generic superhero movie with a Transformers coat of paint. The characterization and dialogue feel straight out of that Marvel style of writing. Chris Hemsworth being Optimus Prime makes so much sense when you want Optimus Prime to be like Thor, doesn't it? But it goes even further than that with its use of boomer music in Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones, emulating Guardians of the Galaxy. Everything just screams that the intent with one is to copy successful Marvel movies. I'd also say they've got some Lego movie vibes in there too, which also follows the same writing tropes. That Badassatron joke is clearly a Lego Batman illusion. The thing is, I'm not entirely sure this is new to Transformers. It has its roots in Joss Whedon's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I'd say animated has some influences from the style of writing in Bumblebee, Bulkhead, and Starscream. Sure, animated was better written and better fit the tone of the franchise, as it juxtaposed it with more serious characters, at least from what we've seen, but the basic idea was there. Saying all of this, that Badassatron joke, that irked me a bit. That was a turn-off, and I didn't like how Prime acted in general with all the quips. Prime I'm a bit more forgiving of because Orion in 2024 isn't going to be Orion in 1985. He's not going to be that sweet 1950s teen. He's going to be a teen in 2024. But Badassatron is a nah from me. Bumblebee comes off as too immature to care about. That and the trailer didn't do a really good job of selling the movie to me. I'm not the target audience, but like TMNT Mutant Mayhem, I'd wait for streaming unless trailers picked up or I have an incentive to go. That target audience thing though, that's worth noting. It's for today's kids, sure. But so is Earthspark, a show I admittedly haven't seen, but doesn't seem to be doing well. So was Cyberverse. Cyberverse, from what I saw with the first season, was very much in line with what we're seeing in 1 in terms of tone, and that didn't set the world on fire. Historically, Transformers has had boom periods with G1's first 2 seasons, Beast Wars, Armada, and the '07 film. The three animated series have the most in common tonally, but none of them were childish. They were made for children, sure, but they weren't childish. Not like Cyberverse, and not what one kinda feels like with this trailer. I think it's also worth bringing up that Lego Movie comparison again. The first film was in 2014, around the time of Adventure Time, when this tone was hip with the kids. Each successive Lego Movie has done worse, to the point of Lego Movie 2 not even being profitable. But we'll see. Whether this resonates with us as adult fans is ultimately irrelevant. The brand as a whole needs new blood. It hasn't had a real hit in the 15 years since Prime bombed, a series way too far in the opposite direction in terms of tone, I might add. Hopefully one will do well. I think Hasbro and Paramount need it to do well. Rise of the Beasts likely didn't turn a profit, and Transformers doesn't feel like a well brand at all. So, one's gotta do well. Till next time, friends, this has been SGD, and thanks for watching.